Hello, everybody. We just have begun, and I'm going to slowly let people start coming in and joining. Give it one more minute here. Hello, hello. Thanks, guys, for hopping on tonight. We're going to wait probably, let's say 2 minutes, 1 minute to get people to join in, okay? Just give people a chance to hop on. I did send out a reminder for everybody who's joining tonight, and I can see that you guys got it because you have the right link to hop on here. So as we are waiting, pull out a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm excited to share with all of you. So hopefully you guys can learn something from tonight. I'm very excited for what I have to share, and I look forward to being able to share from the heart and just whatever message you guys are looking for. I hope that I can be that person to help you find that tonight. So as we are getting people on here, and people can start joining in, I'm going to go ahead and get started so I don't keep you guys late. But let me introduce myself to all of you. My name is Michelle Cannon. I am a Blue Diamond in Doterra, and I am thrilled to be on here tonight to share with all of you a passion of mine, and that is how I have, as far as the direction that I'm headed, that I've wanted to be headed, that I'm still going and trying to figure out what fulfills me the most out of my journey here with Doterra. So for all of you on here tonight, I'm so excited to share with you this topic that I have prepared, and it is building Doterra. And the title that I had picked, it's in this world, but not of the world. And what I mean by that is basically we are here to serve a purpose for people, not to receive that praise of doing so. And I'm just so excited to share this with you. So for all of you who are on here, again, it's Michelle Cannon, and I am excited to get going. So let's dive right in. I'm actually going to share my screen here and get going on my presentation that I have for all of you. So those who join in late, I'm sorry, but you will get caught up. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty. All right, here we go. We, like I say, Michelle Cannon here, and this is Building Doterra in the World, but not of the world. So let's go ahead and get going. So really fast, I want to share with all of you, this is my family. They mean a lot to me. My boys in the middle, the oldest is Cade, then there's Blake, my 3-year-old, and Dax, my little baby boy. And over here to the side is my husband with all the boys, me with all the boys. And this really is the reason behind what I'm doing and why. You know, I have this deep desire and passion to help support my family the best that I possibly can. And Doterra has not only allowed that, but it's also allowed that freedom to be able to be there for my kids. So let me take you back really fast. I did get to share my story, not this past convention, but the year before. So for those of you who remember, I shared my story with all of you, but just to kind of give you a brief, I guess, run through of why I began. My husband was in school. He was on rotations for his medical program, and he was gone. He was busy, and I had my 2 boys. I didn't have my baby at the time, but I had Cade, my oldest, and Blake, who was a baby at that time. And my husband was gone a lot, and we were living in different states, moving about every 6 to 7 weeks to somewhere new. And I really kind of got to this point of feeling alone and tired and kind of in this state of depression. We didn't have any income coming in, living off of student loans and Medicaid, and everything that basically is not the best of situations as we're just trying to plug through our journey in school. And I got to this point, this breaking point, where I just didn't care like I used to care. I wasn't being the best mom I could be. I didn't have much patience for kids and for my own kids and for my husband, and I could just feel things slowly starting to escape away from me, I guess I should say. And so what happens at that point for me was, okay, do I give up or do I keep going? And I knew my answer wasn't give up, but I had just gotten on my knees one night and just prayed super hard for some sort of answer to come out into my life, not to fix my problems, but to help me discover what it is that I needed to work on. And doTERRA came into my life, let's say, at the right moment. I began to share on social media my love of oils and really started to begin my business that way because of the situation that we were in. And fast forward to where we are now, my life is eternally blessed. And I feel so grateful for everything that has been placed before me and the opportunities that I've been able to experience. But on top of that, I'm also grateful for the hardships and the trials that I faced as well, not only through doTERRA, but in life in general, as it's helped me to grow as a person, as a mother, as a wife, and as an influencer to other people. I mean, it's one of those things that if we don't experience the tough and the hard, we don't grow, we don't expand, we don't become the person that we have the potential to be. So this is where my journey with doTERRA began. It's very, very special to me, and I'm so grateful I took that nudge almost 3 years ago and decided to sign up with my incredible upline leaders, Ben and Megan Warden. So if you're on here, much gratitude to you both. I'm gonna share with you really quickly that if I get emotional throughout this, it's just because I have a really strong passion for what I do and sharing. So anyway, let's go on. So what I want to talk about right now, you guys, is I want you to decide now. Decide now what your journey is going to be, where you're going with doTERRA, what your mission is, what you want your results to be, and you have to trust the outcome, but most importantly, enjoy your journey. You guys have to decide right now what it is that you want out of doTERRA. You may not know exact details of where it's going to take you or where it's going to lead you or what ups and downs you're going to be facing, but you have to decide, why are you joining, and you have to keep that with you. Are you ready to push forward? Are you ready to grow? Are you ready to have hardships face you as you build this business and learn to work with people that you're willing to stick it out and to learn and grow from? So it's decisions that you make right now that are going to propel your business or either hinder your success. So with that, you guys, what is your purpose in doTERRA? I know my purpose was to find a better version of myself and to find that happiness that I had been missing. Not that the income from doTERRA provide happiness, because I wasn't making money at the beginning. But what I was making is connections, relationships, which I'm going to dive into here in just a little bit. And that was helping me to fulfill the empty pockets that I was feeling, and to know that life is okay and that I have the choice now to change where I'm at. So what is your decision, and where is this journey taking you? I want you guys to also think about what it is that makes you unique as a person. Number one thing, you guys, do not compare. Don't compare yourself to someone else who's doing this business with you, or a sideline leader who you look up to and think they're incredible, but you're also comparing yourself to them. That's damaging to you, because what happens when we compare, you guys, is we compare our weaknesses with other people's strengths. And you don't want to do that, because what you don't know is those people that you're comparing yourself to, you don't know their weaknesses. So then it makes everything look so easy and just perfect in their life and in their business. But you are unique. You are what makes you special and incredible. I love this quote over here to the side that says, take delight in who you are and what makes you unique. You have to love who you are. We may not love the choices we always make, for we don't always make the right choices, or we may regret some decisions we've made, or whatever it is, but we need to learn to love who we are, because we are divinely unique and very special just how we are. So when you guys are talking to other people and you're growing this in your businesses and in your life, you need to always be sharing your story. I've talked about this a lot, that statistics tell, right? They tell the facts, but your story is what sells. Your story is what inspires people. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm out talking to other people and someone comes to me and says, Michelle, I'm really struggling with this situation, I don't want to just, oh, okay, awesome, here, try this oil. I want to hear, tell me your problems, tell me your struggles, tell me what it is that you're really searching for. Let me help you, right? You need to tell your story, but also be that listening ear to let people tell you their stories. You need to discover your talents. You know, growing up, I had a great childhood and I had great, a family life. And I do know one of the things that I struggled with was discovering what I'm good at and being fully happy with what I could do. I was feeling like I was never really good at anything. But I also didn't take that time to discover my talents and be grateful for them. So what are your talents inside this business? What can you bring to your business, to your own team? Or even if you're brand new starting out, what is it that you desire to bring? Discover your talents and let those talents shine to other people, because you don't know who's waiting on the other side to use your talents to help make their life, their business, their situation that much better. And then when we are serving with a pure heart, you guys, that leaves no room for self-doubt. A lot of times we find ourselves in the trap of feeling crummy, feeling down, feeling weak. It's because we have forgot to get up off our feet and serve. Who are you serving today in your business? Are you serving your family? Are you serving your leaders below you? Are you serving your upline leader? Are you serving all the new people that you bring into your business? And what I mean by serving is just being the best you for them. Being that friend, that leader that everyone needs in their business. Now, granted, I'm not a perfect leader, and I know that, and my main leaders know that I'm not perfect. But I do have love and compassion for every single one of them. And I love what makes them each special. I love being able to serve my family with doTERRA and making that time away from work to serve my family, to separate the two, which we're going to talk about here in just a minute. So find what makes you unique. So here, let's talk about a little bit of serving with your heart versus serving with your head. There's two types of way to build this business. Granted, there's hundreds of ways that work to build the business, but as far as how we do it, there's two ways: serving with your heart, which doTERRA has taught, and serving with your head. Now, I want to talk about some of these different aspects and maybe what you're experiencing. So serving and building with your heart, you're caring about others and their needs. But again, on the other side, with building with your head, it's all about you, right? Next is making time a priority, or family time a priority in doTERRA. doTERRA is going to fill in the cracks when there's time, you guys. Make your family, your spouse, your whatever it is, even if you don't have children, they are your number one priority. And doTERRA comes after. For me, I cannot be the best mom I can be when I feel like I'm letting doTERRA seep in every crack all throughout the day. But when I set aside time to make family a priority, then when I work, it's a priority, right? Prioritizing your time. And when leading with your head, again, it's all about you and your goals, okay? Next one is knowing that you are on a mission to do good, or with your head, that your rank matters most. Next one is giving yourself time to grow personally. We are never, ever done learning. The minute you guys feel like you know everything and you're done learning, it switches right over to your head and you think you understand and you know it all. We never know enough. We might know the oils, we might know the comp plan, but what we don't know is all the little tiny details of every single day's situations that we're going to go through. We can never be done learning, because when the moment you're done learning and you feel like you know everything you're doing is the moment your team feels that and they feel done learning. And I can tell you right now that as a premier leader, you are just beginning. As an elite, as an executive, as a director, you are just beginning. And you need that example of continuing on learning and your upline being that supportive system that is constantly working on themselves. So what are you doing right now in your business? Are you constantly growing? Don't get to that point of understanding and knowing it all. You don't want to be there. The next one is, you guys, is stop the race. This can make me get choked up here for just a second, but oftentimes in this business, I see so many people so worried about the race and when they're going to get there first and telling everyone about it. And that is not the purpose of what we're doing. If it's about a race, that's fine, and that's for you. But I can tell you that the fulfillment and love and joy from this business comes from every ounce of the journey that you're going through. So one thing to understand, you guys, doTERRA is not just for like 2 years. We're doing this for life. So if you're in a race, then you're going to feel like your entire life is a race, and you are going to look back and wish you had really soaked in all those little tiny moments that were part of your journey. I can't even begin to tell you where I was at the beginning of my business to where I am now as far as personally, how much I've grown and how much I want to continue to grow. And also how much I am enjoying every ounce of this journey, even when times get tough, even when you have that leader that is not on board, even when you have people fall out of your business because this isn't for them. Enjoy your journey and stop the race. Love yourself for who you are and don't praise others. A lot of times, guys, we spend time on social media looking at what people are doing, what they can accomplish. And what that does is it makes us feel like we're not doing enough, right? Social media is a dangerous place if you allow it to be. But on the other side, with building with your head, it's constantly trying to be like someone else. You guys, we don't need to be anyone else to be unique and special, or even to be successful. Not everyone built the business the way I did, and I didn't build the business the way other top leaders in this business built. But we all have room for each of us to build the way that is unique for us. And do not, again, let yourself fall into that trap of comparing yourself with other people in this business, because you matter, and what you are doing this for matters. And the people that you bring into your business are looking up to you with the utmost respect, and they want to do what you can do, but also they need you to help them discover what it is that they can bring, right? So building with your heart brings feelings of peace and content. But building with your head, there's never enough. And you will find yourself in that trap. And I have found myself in that trap before. I remember being back at Platinum, feeling like, that's great, but I'm not Diamond yet. And I didn't give myself that appreciation and that pat on the back for hitting a big goal and having my first 3 silvers and feeling like, wow, this is awesome. And I wish I would have enjoyed that more. I just had that feeling of never enough, and I wasn't content. So what's the purpose of that, right? You gotta be excited and happy of where you are in your journey. I love this quote: your gifts are not about you. Leadership is not about you. Your purpose is not about you. A life of significance is about serving those who need your gifts, your leadership, and your purpose. There is someone out there right now waiting for you and your voice to be able to serve them and to bring them that happiness that I was lacking almost 3 years ago. And had my leaders that enrolled me not have had that inspiration to talk to me and present this to me at the time when I needed it most, who knows where I would have been. But it's by that inspiration, by following their heart and by following the culture of doTERRA and just making this about a service-oriented mission, you're going to miss those people that are waiting for you. So remember, it's not about you, it's about serving, and those people need your gifts, they need your leadership and your purpose. One of the biggest things that I've noticed, not just with myself, but even my team and other people, is sometimes we have to lose ourselves to discover who we truly are. I remember a couple months back, before I go over this, that I was just miserable, and I called my mom and I was just bawling to her, like it just had a crappy day, right? We have those days. And the first thing she asked me was, Michelle, who have you served lately? Go go make a batch of cookies and bring it to someone who's down, or shoot a message to someone who is in need of your love and your words. Because the moment you pick yourself up and serve someone else is when you're going to discover who you are. So this is how we're going to discover our talents, you guys. And by doing so, we have more to give. When our cup is full, we have more to give. Everyone has a talent or a special gift. Each of you do. So don't look at other talents and gifts and be discouraged. Let's discover our own. Find what personal growth needs to happen in order to move forward. I know for me, there was a longest time where I was like, what is an affirmation? I don't really get it. I'm supposed to like tell myself that I'm amazing, I'm a good leader, I'm a good mom, I can do hard things. I thought that was kind of odd my first year in this business. I never actually was really into affirmations. I didn't really understand, right? But in order for me to grow, I had to switch my mindset and truly be happy with what I was doing and to discover myself. And what I discovered is that myself was good enough. And for the first time in years, I loved who I was. And I'm so grateful for that moment of discovering that, because it was when I did get off of my feet, when I enrolled and stopped worrying about what I didn't have and everything that was going wrong in my life. I discovered who I was because I got up and I served other people. And my purpose here is with Doterra. It's to help people, inspire people. And I hope that that's the mission you guys are on, because that's what Doterra has given us. They've given us these incredible oils. They've given us incredible executives. Every single one of them I look up to. They inspire me. But on top of that, they've given us basically this wonderful program to discover ourselves, to love ourselves, and to help other people find that happiness, right? And don't give up, you guys. Sometimes discovering who we are is hard. With so much outside influence, it's hard to find who you are, but take time for yourself and allow yourself to learn to love yourself. And when you do, you will feel a whole lot better. So do not give up. So in this business, we talk a lot about relationships, and you guys, relationships matter. Without these relationships, we're not building a community. And without a community, we're not building a stable business. We're not building that foundation that we need to have in order to get that residual as we are working hard. Yeah, we can make a lot of money with Doterra, but money aside, it's what we're creating. And I want you guys to kind of take a look at some of these pictures. You know, there's that little Disneyland one down there, but that's my family. You know, relationships matter with yourself, your spouse, your children, your leaders, your upline and downline, even your crossline, everyone on your team and all the new people that you meet. And these are some of my team and just recent pictures that we've had of people that inspire me to be a better person. My amazing husband, my children, and my upline leader, Megan, and all these incredible people that have crossed my path and have inspired me to understand the importance of relationships in life. Outside of Doterra, your relationships matter. So I urge you, for those of you who are building this as a business, if there are people in your business, in your organization that you just don't get along with, fix it. Find what you can do to heal old wounds and fix those relationships, because the moment that you do, or even if it's something you have to let go of and move forward with, the moment that you free yourself of that negativity is the moment your business is going to flourish and move forward. Relationships matter in every aspect of what we do in this business. So now what? That was then, and this is now. Now what? Whatever's happened in your past with your business, you guys, let it be. But now is the time to decide what it is that you are going to do and take action with. And are you out there serving a purpose with your heart, or are you still in that mindset of your head? I want you to think on that for a minute. Think of what it is maybe that's been holding you back, or why you haven't been pushing forward. And now after you've thought about that, erase that. It's now. Now is the time to make the decision to move forward into your business and to become who you truly are, and to inspire the heck out of your team and to teach them to do the same in their own way, right? So I want to share with you guys really fast as I'm stopping this share. I hope that I've been able to help open your eyes to a little bit of inspiration and to be there to help you discover what it is that maybe you've been missing. I really love what I do. I love to serve people. I'm not perfect. I have things that I still need to work on, right? But what I love most about this business is the fact that it's constantly work as far as myself, but as far as my team goes, as far as inviting new people to join me. I have a passion for what I do because it's changed my life. And for anybody out there, if this is one message for one of you tonight, I strongly, strongly urge you to love who you are and to know that you are good enough to be successful in this business. And the moment you stop allowing other people to influence you and to make you feel less than is the moment you're going to find more success in this business and to create those relationships. A lot of times as we're building this and as we're working and as we're growing, the hardships are going to come. And that's just reality. It's just like parenthood. It's just like working on a relationship with your spouse. There's moments that come that are hard, right? But it's what we do to overcome the situation. It's what we do to move forward. And are you guys willing to put in the action steps to move forward in this business? Now, obviously, there's a lot more to building this business as far as just where we are in our minds and where we are, working on ourselves. We've got to understand the structure. We've got to understand where our goals are, what ranks we're trying to hit, what ranks we're trying to help our team hit. Those are all very important and very valid for the knowledge that we have to know and understand in order to move forward, right? But we know the basics. We know how to teach a class. We know how to enroll people. But I think a lot of times what we don't understand is that mindset and the way we see our vision is 100% of our success. And that is a true fact. So with that, you guys, I appreciate you for being on here. I really hope that I've been able to help inspire some of you. I am sending out a challenge to all of you. Find something that you can start with tonight or tomorrow that's going to help you to work on you, discovering yourself, loving yourself. And as you move forward with your next class, with your next membership overview, with your next mentor call with your leaders, that you can discover who you truly are and what you are bringing to this table and the purpose that you are here to serve. Because what I'm here to serve to you guys and to my team is very different than what each of you have and the qualities that you carry. And so with that, thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing many of you at leadership. And I appreciate you all for taking the time to be on here tonight. And I am very, very grateful for the opportunity I had to share what's been in my heart. And I wish you all the very best with your journey here in Doterra. So have a good night, you guys.